Greetings, I'm Dr. Akhu, the Inner Peace Doctor and the Trailblazer for Sister Peace.
According to Toni Morrison, you are your best thing.
I want you to think about that for a moment. Think about this idea that you are your best thing. How do you feel when you hear that? Do you feel revved up and excited and glowing and wonderful, or do you feel sad and disconnected from that idea? This is an issue that a lot of people face, especially a lot of women, and I've had quite a few women come into my private practice to deal with this issue of not loving and being happy with themselves. And it's really important because no matter what circumstances you're in, you are, right? The consistent there. You go wherever you are. And so it's really important for you to know without a doubt that you are your best thing, because you can't get away from you. So a woman I worked with, we'll call her Miss S. I worked with her about probably 20 years ago, quite a long time ago. And she's representative and probably on the more extreme end of someone who didn't like herself at all. But she's not the only person that I've worked with who felt that way, at least in the beginning of our work together. I have quite a few things that I encourage people to do if they don't like themselves. The thing that I started with Miss S was getting her to make a list of things she did like about herself. Let's start with, she told me one day, she came in and she told me a whole list, took up almost the whole session with all the things she didn't like about herself. She could list those, and keep going and going and going and give me great details. So to break that negative energy, because whatever you focus on gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And so many of us focus on what we don't like about ourselves. So many of us compare ourselves to others, highlighting what we don't like about ourselves. The way to start to change that energy is to focus on what you do like about yourself. So I asked Miss S, what do you like about yourself? And she started out with nothing. How heartbreaking, right? Nothing. So we spent most of our session just sitting with that idea of what do you like about yourself? And we gently explored. We explored personality traits. We explored physical traits. And the one thing she was able to come up with, without exception, because she'd come up with something and then take it away. I like my smile, but I don't like the gap between my teeth. I like my hands, but my nails aren't long enough. That kind of thing. She did a lot of that. The one thing that we got to was that she likes her hair, right? She likes her hair. She had her hair in locks, and it was in a nice short bob, and she liked her hair. And so that's where we started. And that's where every journey starts, with just one step. We started with one thing she liked about herself, and then as I got to know her, as we explored her everyday existence, I got to help her find other things and add to her list. I had her literally make a list, write it down, because sometimes when things are in our heads, they get lost. So by the end of our time working together, she had a healthy list. I don't remember exactly how many things were on that list, but it was a healthy list of things that she liked about herself, both physically and about her personality. And the thing is, if there are things that you don't like, many of those things can be adjusted, can be changed, can be improved upon. But if you have an overall sense of not liking yourself, then why would you even want to try? When you like yourself, when you love yourself, when you know that you're your best thing, then that is inspiration to make you even better. So I encourage you to love yourself, to know that you are your best thing. You are a unique expression of the universe. And however you contemplate the universe, you are a unique expression. Nobody else is like you. And so it's up to you to make sure you know you're your best thing, and to make sure that you are your best thing. And when you accept that you are your best thing, when you know you are your best thing, then you will go a long way to having inner peace.
If you like this video, please subscribe, comment, and ring the bell for notification. I love, value, and honor myself to create inner peace.